and welcome to the Detail Media Podcast. I'm your host, Jason Reed, and with me there is...
James Hellman.
And George Evans.
So, we're going to talk about some stuff, I assume.
If you remember the stuff. So the first thing on today's list is we're going to talk about Natalie Dormer voicing a character in Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, yes.
I'm pretty sure everybody's going to... We might as well call this the Mass Effect Andromeda or Pirates of the Caribbean podcast. Seeing as that's all we seem to be talking about.
What else is there to talk about?
That's a good point.
Especially when Natalie Dormer's involved.
Yeah, true point.
So, yeah, she's gorgeous.
And she's voicing a character in Mass
She
Effect.
sounds gorgeous. So, it's going to be a great game.
For more relevant information, she voices the Doctor of the ship.
Thought that was a
And
different
also
Right
Marjorie
there.
Tyrell in Game of Thrones, if you haven't watched it, but you should.
If you haven't watched it, then what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Or, spoilers, she did.
I went down to the burning ring of fire.
Down, 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 and the flames keep getting higher.
And they're green. Catch up. It's your fault. You haven't watched it.
Yeah. Come on. Get your shit together.
All right. So yeah. And also joining her is the guy who plays Renly Baratheon. He's also voicing someone. I can't remember who.
I will look it up.
So yeah, 2 Game of Thrones cast. Can we hope for more? Probably not. But
I want to know whether who's voicing the female Turian, the new Garrus. I'm really excited.
She's not the new Garrus. You can never replace Garrus.
You can never replace him, but female Garrus.
I mean, you can never replace him. But they're gonna try. And this one is a female.
Exactly, it's a win-win.
Is it though?
Yeah, because then I can go. Well, I take it whatever is going to be the equivalent of femshep, and it'll be a lovely romance.
Well, apparently there is going to be softcore porn in Andromeda.
But now the problem is, I've only got one romance option in that game, which is
Natalie Dormer.
of course,
The Doctor.
Natalie Dormer.
The Doctor.
Because you just know they made her record some of those sounds.
Going into the game files, boys.
Jason's excited for that.
Yeah, Natalie Open Door Woman is is playing the Doctor, which is rather exciting.
I was going to say, I think
It's-
we're all looking forward to hearing her in game.
Every time I hear something about Mass Effect Andromeda, it's usually goes in order of me being a bit disappointed, and then suddenly stupidly excited, and then a bit disappointed again.
Have you pre-ordered?
Yes, I have, so I must not be that disappointed.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for you to play it, because then you'll either turn around to me and be like, yeah, it's a Mass Effect game, it's absolutely fantastic, or no, it's shit, don't buy it.
I'm assuming you're getting it on PC.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course I'm getting a PC.
PC
I
Master
think-
Race.
Exactly.
My brother will probably get it, so I'll probably just use his account after he's done.
Yeah.
Because money.
I went for the version which was not the top version. It was like £65. I went for the £50 one.
What do you
Yeah,
get?
yeah.
What do you get for the £60 one then? You don't get with the £50.
12 weeks of multiplayer premium crates or something like that.
Oh, so a bit like loot boxes in Overwatch.
Yeah, but you get one every week, and I thought, well, for 15 quid, that just ain't worth it.
Yeah.
And if they're that special, later on down the line, if you're playing that much of
Yeah.
it, you'll be like, well,
So
I'll
just
buy
saying
them.
is the multiplayer's probably going to be a gamble if it's any good or not.
Well, the thing is, though, as they say, the multiplayer has nothing to do with the single player whatsoever, so what's the point anyway?
What? So it's not like, was it 3 where they had multiplayer and that
I
coincided
really
with...
don't understand how people were so adamant that it had such an integral part to do with the campaign. It did not. If you did the campaign missions thoroughly, then you wouldn't have had a problem completing the game and getting the best result without having to do
quote
multiplayer.
unquote best.
Yeah. I mean, it does reveal a secret ending when you do the multiplayer and get your galactic readiness to 100%, but it's not much of a secret ending because BioWare pretty much like, yeah, well, that happened anyway, so, that secret ending didn't really exist.
Also, once I finish the game, I'm probably just going to YouTube all the other endings.
Yeah,
what I
I
did.
imagine I would do the same.
That's what I did. It made my anger worse.
Yeah, because you knew there were different results that you could have got.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But I'm interested, going back onto the voice acting, I'm really interested to see whether they'll bring in, or whether they've got anyone else of a big name to do voice
They
acting.
usually do.
Huh?
They usually do.
Exactly. So all we've heard is Natalie Dormer and the guy that plays Renly Baratheon.
I try not to spoil these things for myself because I really like going through these games and then listening to the voices and think, hang on a minute, I recognise that voice. And then I spend the next hour thinking of who it is, and then I eventually do look it up on
IMDb.
IMDb, yeah, that one. And I'm always surprised as to see that, they play in Warcraft usually.
I was going to
Those
say
actors get around.
a lot of voice actors, but I like there's a lot of like series on things like Netflix. They all have the same actors.
Well, if I think I'm correct, I haven't really looked to make sure the name is correct, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. The main warden from For Honor is actually Illidan Stormrage's voice.
Yeah, but I've been watching Doctor Who, and one of the characters in Jason's not impressed. One of the characters in one of the episodes is one of the main characters in Black Sails, and it's the same. I watched I think it's Black Mirror. And there's a character in that in the second episode, I think, that's in. There's a new film that's coming out about like, I don't know whether it's horror or something, but it's about racism. Have you seen it? I would.
If it's coming out, then I haven't seen it.
No, but it's a trailer that usually comes up before you watch a YouTube video. Like,
Fences?
could be. I'm
got-
not.
Is it Denzel Washington, I think?
I don't know, but
It might be
like,
something different.
you know, I've heard about it, but it's
Oh,
it's
wait, no,
basically
yeah. No, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
I've read the thing about it, but I didn't watch the trailer yet.
but it's basically a film. I think it's a horror. It looks really dark, anyway, but I think it's a horror about racism. And one of the characters in that is in Black Mirror, and I keep seeing
It's almost like they're actors and they work in more than one.
I mean, one would have thought. Yeah, one
Oh
would
no,
have
but
thought.
it's how close things are. Like, of course, movies you get people who are typecast and people who generally fit into that style of film. But these are very, like, I like it with the actors. That's what I'm saying. Is these actors are playing completely different roles.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, people like Bruce Willis or The Rock will get typecast.
Yeah.
I say one of the ones that I quite liked with The Rock in. I can't remember the name and I can't Google it. There's no internet. There's no internet.
Welcome to George's Netflix favourites list.
Welcome to George thinking about things.
Things. Trying to work them out. I can't think of it. I
Anyway.
can't Google it. That's the problem.
Our next subject.
No, don't worry about it.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say the bad captain in Black Sails, the one who's got the long hair. He's in The 100 as well, which I think you started watching.
I've watched all 3 seasons.
Did you enjoy?
I really did. I'm looking forward to the 4th season.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, moving on to the new Lord of the Rings game, Middle Earth, Shadow of War.
I never played the first one, but you both. Don't
You really should. It's such a good game.
It's Assassin's Creed with the Lord of the Rings skin.
Yeah,
It's great.
tell me that I've got too many games to play and
But
too
it's-
many games that I want.
It's a lot more than Assassin's Creed. Like, I love Assassin's Creed, but it's a lot more.
better.
You know, there's an actual combat mechanic, whereas Assassin's Creed is kind of like, oh, that guy's about to attack you.
Dodge,
block,
parry, dodge,
and
parry,
then stab.
parry, dodge.
It's a lot more of a combat.
Is there any free running there?
Yes.
Not as much as Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, obviously.
But it's got really, like, in-depth free running mechanics. But yeah, so this new well, I don't know where it sits in the Lord of the Rings timeline, but
Well, obviously after Shadow of Mordor.
well, of course, but where in the
But not
Lord of the
very
Rings
far.
timeline?
Well, Barad-dûr's just been built. I'd say
So of course we're talking
Good.
about before War of the Ring.
a good few hundred years before the Lord of the Ring.
Yeah.
But then again, all the ring wraiths are there. These are the story inconsistencies that I really don't like in some games, because
Does it claim to be in line with lore?
I don't know.
well, it
I
would
imagine
have thought so. Kind of should
But-
be.
But
The
we
fucking
are.
universe.
But are we sort of talking same as? Oh, my mind's just gone blank. The Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
Are we talking along the same lines of that? Whereas,
because that was extended universe.
yeah,
So
Which
it's like a Lord of the Rings extended universe, which
Yeah.
isn't actually part of the.
But it's still part of the timeline, though.
it fits into the timeline.
I mean,
Yeah,
considering he's
but-
fighting Sauron himself, it kind of is not quite so extended as one thinks.
yeah, because of course, he can't kill him because he comes back in War of the Rings. So,
Exactly. And they created yet another Ring of Power because
like, that's going to
the
happen.
ones they already created weren't bad enough as it is.
It's like, no, we need more evil rings.
Do we have a release date on it? Do we know roughly when it's going to be out?
And
I think that we've just had that announced trailer, basically.
I
So-
thought there was a possible release at the end of the year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Christmas? Well, they might be looking to get a Christmas
Yeah,
release.
it's likely.
So we've still got, 8 months to wait for it.
So
More time to wait. More time to wait. But yeah, should we move on?
Yeah.
So, here's a topic you brought up. The untitled Avatar game. So, by the looks of things, James Cameron's still got the Avatar bug and wants to do
Mate.
something before Avatar 2.
Well, because it's probably just going to be pushed back out. We'll come on to that later. But yeah, so Ubisoft are fronting it with the studio that made The Division, which is Massive Entertainment or something like that, I think.
I'm not sure. I would Google it, but we have no internet.
Yeah, Massive Entertainment. So it's going to be based in the world, but not based on the films. So it'll be an
Yeah.
original story on Pandora. And it seems like, when they're describing it in the video, it seems like it's going to be open world. With,
Yeah.
like, RPG, your choices kind of choose the game path.
Because one of the things that they were saying is each player is going to have a different experience.
Yeah.
And of course, you're not going to get that with a linear story. I mean, you're still going to get pretty much the same experience. So, is it a sort of Skyrim type thing based on the Avatar?
I'd
IP?
be really happy with Avatar Witcher.
That
just
would be nice.
Gonna put that out there.
That
I
would
mean,
be
it's not
nice.
gonna happen, but that'd be gorgeous.
We can hope. We can live in hope. But like, they've not announced that much on it, really, have they?
not that I know of.
No,
Well,
it was just
be-
that
to be-
video saying that they are working on it.
To be
Basically.
quite honest, the first time I heard of it was when you mentioned it over the chat. To be,
I saw
so-
it. I just saw the video on my newsfeed a couple of days ago.
I mean, when Avatar first came out, the original film, I fell absolutely in love with the film,
Yeah.
and then I played the game, and I quite enjoyed the game. It was a prequel type game. As far as film-based video games go, I thought it was pretty damn good.
I think the main problem is when they just do the same story as the film, but in a game.
Yeah,
That's-
that just gets old because it's
Why
like,
would you do that when
I'm
you
just
could just-
experiencing the same thing in two
Yeah.
different mediums.
And then you've usually got worse voice actors, and it's just.
This one actually has Sigourney Weaver in it, actually. Yeah, so
But yeah, as you were saying, Avatar 2 has now been pushed back, or is more than likely going to get pushed back.
I think we've discussed before how many times it's been pushed back. I think it's 3. So it's still 2018 or 2017.
I thought it was 2017. I could be wrong.
I think it might be 2018 now.
well,
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be pushed back until it is done right, rather
Well-
than release a half-assed thing that isn't finished.
So that's not.
No,
really
the thing
James
is, I
Cameron's
think
style.
Like
it's- It could be
certain
finished, but
games.
because James Cameron is now saying that he wants to achieve Glassless 3D
Yeah.
for Avatar 2, and he made basically the 3D technology that we use to film 3D films now.
Yeah. but
So
this-
if anyone could do it, it's him. But it's quite possible that it'll push the release back even further.
Yeah, because this is my thing about 3D and even VR, is nobody bought 3D TVs because nobody wanted to wear glasses. I mean, for us who do wear glasses, if you went to a cinema or even if you had a 3D TV at home and you had to wear the glasses, we've got to wear glasses over our glasses because otherwise we can't even see the TV, so there's no point us even watching. This is one of my things with VR, is until VR becomes so that you don't have to have something on your head, I think it's still going to
I mean,
sort of, hey?
that's far future right there.
Yeah, it's of
Star
course.
Trek.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna pick up. The reason it's quite in your face at the moment is because it's new and it's revolutionary. But I still think that it'll pick up, and then it'll drop off. The same as 3D, because everyone was like, "Hey, 3D, it's amazing! It's coming out of the screen," and so it picked up, and then it drops because everyone's like, "Well, it was the novelty that was the interesting part about it."
Also, it's like I feel like a lot of filmmakers kind of didn't use it to its full effect. It was like, "Oh, okay, we'll just chuck it in 3D because everyone else is doing it." Whereas,
Except for The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Where they had to double up on all their cameras to be able to do it properly.
Exactly,
Crazy.
but I didn't go and watch The Hobbit in 3D, and I thought it was fantastic without it.
Because
I
I always find that the image quality it's usually darker, slightly, because of the tint on the glasses that you need to see it. And yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. I did have some clip-on 3D things that you just clip onto the bridge, and I lost them somewhere. It's really nice.
It's fucking useless, isn't it?
But did you ever go to a cinema where you actually had basically it was like VR? So, or the glasses that you wore were like VR, rather than you get the £1 plastic ones.
Oh, like the big ones that you return afterwards.
Yeah, they were horrible.
I think I went quite a while into 3D. So they'd built them properly, so that they went around your glasses and were quite comfortable.
I had them quite early on, where it's they sat horribly on your face, and
Brilliant.
Did you get to elaborate?
Sat horribly on your face.
I lost my train of thought there. Carry on.
Something as well, because I tried VR with the man behind the camera.
Who's the man behind the camera?
I overheat quite a lot.
I was going to say, I'm pretty
you
sure
saw it was quite a moist padding afterwards.
Where's this going? I tried it with the man behind the camera.
I tried VR with the man behind the camera.
I was very moist. I mean, what went on?
And my glasses kept fogging up inside of the VR, which just trying
Makes
to
it
wipe
even
it while not taking it off is "Nyeh," and then you're seeing something over here,
and then
you see that here, and it's I don't know what's going on. And then there's smudges. It's not good.
Fun times.
Don't make me put things on top of my glasses.
Yeah, but like I said, that's why I don't think 3D took off, and that's why I don't think VR will take off, especially for the people with glasses, because it's a pain in the ass.
I feel like, especially with VR, sort of a stereotype, but a lot of people who are into that kind of stuff usually wear glasses.
Yeah, quite often.
We kind of give ourselves a lot of vision.
How dare you
deficiencies.
assume my eyesight?
Nice thick lenses you got on there, mate.
Thank you.
I was going to say,
Not assuming anything.
isn't your eyesight the worst here?
Yes. Let me take the piss out of social justice warriors in peace, all right?
All right,
We done?
we're done.
We're done.
Hope you enjoyed. Just look forward to next week. You're going to really enjoy that.
We apologise.
We
in advance.
did.
Complete disaster, but yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe.
Thank you.
Oh, he didn't say anything about it. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.